Okay. Assuming my we didn't just fucking die there. I've now got the extra RAM. It seems like it's helped. He says. Hopefully it has helped. It does seem like starting to stream up did kind of kick it a bit in the dick, but for the most part, it seems like it did its job. Hello, welcome back to what hopefully shouldn't be. Oh, okay, maybe both of those things is a bad idea. This should be better. Yeah, it's a little better. Just up all the way to back to high with the stream running seems to be too much for it. But hopefully the once everything's loaded in, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Here, there, and everywhere. Turn to Adelaide. Reed's gone, Adelaide.
Look at that.
Yeah, we gotta
The
see.
snake's come back.
Well, he says look at that, see, but shit like this happens.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be.
God.
It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Same thing I would say this time last time, bodies are only good for so long, right? Let's do this real quick because currently wandering around with a bunch of bodies. With these two quests, we finish these quests, and then we'll have to come back here hopefully. Yeah, so we're back, Outer Worlds. This time with, I say 25% more RAM. I could do the math. There's another 8 gig stick sticking in there. Dumbass bought 2 when I only needed 1. Thought I had less on my computer. So I'm gonna see if I can get that returned. Put the broken stick in there, return it to Amazon, and say, hey, it's not the one I needed. It won't have the right code on it, but as much as I'd love to stick my fingers in there and pull out the, pull out the previous stick, I don't think it's a good idea. What is giving me that regen? So, in order to, maybe it's like a level up thing. So, in order to test it out, I did.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, there's some enemies do respawn, huh?
Everyone all right?
I did start up a secondary character just to see if I could get the shit to work, and it did seem to be doing better. So, alright, I didn't play past this stuff, but butter. That's it. It's butter. Is that the pterodactyls? I think it might be the pterodactyls or something. Yeah, there's an Aramis. Destroy a way of life. What the fuck is that? It's one of the primals, right? And it's wearing a hat that says Philosophist. What the fuck's that fucking poster about? It's just weird. it's kind of funny to watch them load in. I was talking to somebody
I've
saying
got
like,
some
yeah,
time.
Obsidian kind of relies very heavily on that loading stuff in as it's
Thanks.
needed. Which
I'll see to it
doesn't
that
help
this
the
medicine
CPU.
gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
Never, that's harsh.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me. Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
We're back, and then I have to decide what I want to fucking put points into. And as we know, I suck with that. It's 30, right? Let's take that and that out. So let's. I think I'm gonna put too much more into medical. I will probably still bump science and. I don't know. I don't know how, like, if I'm spreading my character points out too much, if I'm you know, is there a negative spreading out as much as I am? How many do I end up getting? You know, we're just going through the game. Okay, it's not gonna be optimal, and you know, as much as I hate that, and I will hate it a lot. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. Any problem, Vardy? Don't really plan on drinking too much. Seems like I just don't want to fucking have to bother with all the. This is bothering me that it has to load her in every time. Why wouldn't the characters stay preloaded, especially the ones that you're walking around with? I don't know. I feel like it's better to like force them to load all this shit beforehand instead of doing this every time. I don't know. The sticker ram did help.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
There's also something about like an update Streamlabs made it run a little
He's
bit less
just
efficiency.
interested in
efficiently.
fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. He never told me a word to that effect. And since he didn't, I didn't have to say nothing about feeling different. And nothing had to get weird. In the bar? When I asked if you were a drinker? There was a kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12. Not intentionally. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing, and next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of Zero G rolling out the front door and into the road. It's
Nice
not
job,
funny.
Vardy.
Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of Zero G? Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Rose still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool. Sorry. I know, it's none of my business. It's not like I think it a failing, mind. It's just I live right across the road. Most nights I watch folks out my window. When they come in here, they might be happy or sad. Mostly they're tired. When they leave, they're mad at themselves. Or they stumble into the alley and I listen to their hearts breaking. There's been scary nights, but Constable Reyes is right up the road. She keeps an orderly town.
I don't know. It seems like this place is fucked in more than one way. I wanted to actually sell things before I left here. Anything worth keeping specifically? I mean, technically yes. Let's see, speed, not really. Just heavy armor. I don't know if... I guess just because it has such a higher, like, number is really why it, why doesn't have a... Where the fuck's the general store again? Why it doesn't have a modifier to it. Same rate. I'm not sure if that makes it that much better and or worse than regular armor. This also pisses me off. That really bothers me. The loading, the fact it's loading each time. This is annoying. The other thing pisses me off because I can't imagine the map is that fucking like. Is it that heavy of a map? Like, you know. Holding kind of bothers me in a way. Obviously, because, you know, it's affecting me. Thanks, OBS. Streamlabs.
Spacer's Choice.
Probably
the
should
brand
just
of
switch
choice
to
for
OBS,
spacers
whatever.
on a budget.
I feel like the files couldn't be that fucking big. I don't know. I mean, like,
Music
right.
to my ears.
There are games, like, for example, Solaris. Specifically, because, you know, it's a game I do, in fact, enjoy. Haven't played in a while, but, you know. I'll keep Pavarti's overall. So much shit. Probably dump those in there. Specifically from here. I mean, unless it was like a pristine weapon. There's no point buying a lot of that. Heavy weapons, determination, stealth skills, intimidate, hack, tech skills. I don't know. It feels like some of this stuff really shouldn't be stuff that loads in constantly. Right? I was gonna say, like Solaris is a procedurally generated game for the most part. So it maxes out like, what, 2 gigs? Right? This game is, I think, like something like 60 maybe? 50? I'm gonna close on it, fucking... I can't remember if it's 1,000 per thing. If it's 1,000, it's like 47, right? Which, you know, sounds probably about right. 47 gigs and you can't fucking preload any of this shit? Come on. I'd rather spend a little bit longer in loading screens just to not have to fucking, you know. Also, where am I going? Ugh, fuck. I don't care. I really don't care enough. Bye.
Is this your ship? Oh my
Let's see
stars,
that loaded
she is
fast.
just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too.
She can keep Ada from singing, that'd be great. I don't
What do you
really
think?
like her that much.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
I wonder if they have pre-made names in this game. Like how Fallout had names that they Fallout had names they would speak specifically.
What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders. Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Something that I can't really just damage taken by the- Okay. I think that allows me to switch the modification on it. Is there somewhere I can store shit here? Like a chest of any form? That would be grand. Really. So 500 points and I can respect my character. I guess that's to decide that everything is too shitty. I don't know. Again, I have no clue if Captain Cortazil may have to talk to Ada first. I bet you every time you get in the ship, it loads into a specific
What can I
instance
do
of the
for
ship
you,
that exists in
Captain?
space, and that's why the windows and shit are closed.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Right, it cuts to a cutscene. The ship doesn't change location. It's probably just loading us into a specific instance of the ship, where the outside windows show like space or whatever, like space we would be around. So it's been loading outside of the planet, and that's why it causes you to load inside every time.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Ah, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
It's lost, and why do I need to land?
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly.
Okay.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
How do you know it's in the captain's quarters?
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Thing, huh? Let's go pick up our thing. See if there's a thing in here. Thing. Ben's areas, right? You have the correct ID cartridge for that area, which is off limits and authorized personnel, otherwise result in being attacked on site.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Like I mentioned, in my previous Silly Me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's a space pirate with a heart of, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't go showing it around your spacer buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Oh. He needs a girlfriend or something? Here we go. Put clothes in there. I'm gonna keep the weapons on me for now. I'll store some of these. I'll carry around 20 of those. 20 of those. I don't know if I want to use half this shit on me. Probably just fucking sell it off screen or something, so I don't have to worry about having to sort through that. Because God knows I'm going to. Added Zerda's dreams of independent life without board oversight. You taught an important lesson. Never dream. That's one way to look at it. Never dream. Ooh. So I'm sponsoring that mechanical unit. A serial number attached to Sam. I want a fucking robot. It's cool. This is not a opportunity to plant. That's Varda's room. Ooh. modern still wrench than you, but heavily dog-eared doodles in the margins. Steel Party stuff, because why not? Really poorly clean window. First wrench Dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since. Party. My ammo. Ammo's hard to come by, Vicar. You'll understand.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying
He looks
your
like such a
thoughts?
dick, doesn't he?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakono. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
Yeah, but wouldn't he be sneaking around?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Okay, but why would he use a real... whatever.
Thank you, Captain.
Like, if it were me, or if I have a vision of the future, the board has been overthrown by sedacious and slovenly savages of Monarch. Only Halcyon Helen can rescue the colony from indolence and entitlement, proved by the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. She's hot, though. Oh, you know, is that supposed to be Phineas? It's kind of like Phineas, a little bit. Maybe I'm just seeing things that I want to see. It seems weird that this room is slightly decorated without somebody being here. I wouldn't want to eat any of that fucking salt tuna. I mean, fuck, we know where it comes from. We know what's in there. Old-timey camera on the door. That's what she can see in. Oh, Olympus mini set. Oh, so this is just one star?
Destination reached. The
What the fuck
Groundbreaker.
just happened? Sounds like I broke my goddamn legs getting here. Go ahead, Freddie.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Nah, let's go. You're coming with, right? Oh, apparently she was already selected. Objectives: 4 in the Great Water, tribute international and intercorporate disputes. It's weird that they call Earth Earth, but Terra Terra? Also Terra, no, they call it Terra 2, right? Insinuating that it would...
This hackman just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss ball stick, I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
What is that supposed to be? I know it hasn't loaded in
Customs
yet,
and
but God.
inspection, right this way.
Hello. Yeah, awkward pause. It always gets me. A little upsetting, a little bit funny. majorly upsetting.
Identification, please.
I just need to tell everybody I'm Hawthorne, right?
You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day.
You and everyone else.
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Shut up, Vicar. It's not very nice.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
Slow it in all at once. Every conversation opportunity. If you want me to sit there, do it.
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford,
It's so
our
like,
board representative here on Groundbreaker.
Just give me that extra time.
His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade.
Load in
Shines like a
everything.
Byzantium commode. Can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Got it.
Much appreciated.
Don't ask questions.
Is
They don't
there
like
anything
it.
else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Isn't this the guy we're not supposed to...
He's friendly enough unless you
Oh, the
speak
be-
ill of
this
the
is
board.
board guy.
Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Sounds like a fun
Really
guy.
likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereals. They're fun.
I like how it unloads her every time it looks
Udom
away.
takes it
Unless
to
she's
an,
not loading in.
Unhealthy level.
Either she's not loading in or it unloads her every time it looks away from her. I really I don't want to think it's the second one, but it
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system
Should've
passes through
fucking just
Groundbreaker.
one bigger
Every
one if I
couple of months,
realized.
we even get a big interstellar freighter.
Hopefully
Two
it doesn't-
biggest
does it?
operations are the board. That is Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage.
Sorry.
But there are
I don't know if it's
independent
affecting you guys
operators
or not.
around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. All right. Be seeing you.
We'll figure out what it seems. It says like the work's gonna take us, not quest protective requires you to enter a restricted area. If you're caught inside, you will be shot on the site using disguise to prevent.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures register to find out which crew ship, the Scholar, shipped in and out with.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives...
I don't know. I picked up this shovel to be honest. Caught inside. Shot inside.
on, Monarch. It's a wasteland. You're hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice.
The person shot in question, you fight, sneak, use holographic shroud.
Said his name was Graham?
Okay, wait, but how do I do that? What do I do? I know I have a shroud.
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters.
What's the noise?
It's just like that, right? Better than nature. Anti-cleanse. I don't know how it wants me to use the thing. It's not exactly obvious. Music's still doing the music thing where it stops playing. I don't know if that's me or the game. That means like requires ID for that. Like I You found an ID card, just use a holographic shroud. You would not be automatic disguise. Okay. How his shroud has been activated, giving him temporary access to the restricted area. Meaning drains shroud energy when it runs out, person will see him. Take a shroud to get hurt. I need like one more fucking... Look at Justice them up too. Okay, let's see if we can find another thing, I guess. It'll come back. Probably shouldn't.
Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Say slap your
Try
whole
not to
family
be
tonight.
distracted by the glare of the adverts.
This guy's
Lots of
fucking
unsavory.
Well, sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that...
Okay. That implies it's... Well, I mean, fucking obviously it's me, but... the fucking fact that he paused mid-sentence, I don't think it's the voice file.
Good for what ails you.
So fucking weird.
And it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. And sometimes I forget. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
We're gonna get a hat like you.
You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon.
Run. It's not the best choice. It's the Outer Worlds. Don't worry. Just getting that texture. Sometimes. I'm telling you, I installed the fourth stick. It's only, I have another one. I couldn't install it because there's not enough space. I probably should have just bought a bigger size.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
I really just load them in for the area, dude. Come on.
Something I can help you with?
It's just annoying, honestly.
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
Dude, that's the thing with the music too. It really bothers me.
Take care.
I'm going in anyway, buddy, so. Something even loaded up a dialogue set.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
He told me to get you off his ass about your shipments.
Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Just like every other place in the Vale. Oh, crawling with outlaws. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Watch out. They're not. Okay, because she saw me walk in, so the disguise was immediately broken. If you're sick, then everything's not fine.
Lethally contagious, but I'll be fine so long as I'm left alone. Should have known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. All right, okay, we can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
Burn. Doesn't load in the lines. Just load in the characters and shit. Just load it in when I enter the area. Obsidian. What the fuck is this?
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
I don't think that's gonna be
Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of the ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing.
Your line of work?
Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
So you stole it?
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
All on fucking... I'll talk to him.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal.
Doubt I'll be able to do anything about it.
Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Ah! Quarantine! Fucking star outfits. Sorry, sorry, Babble, we're the bumper deal. But why does it unload her tab? Like, it's so fucking aggravating. Just how, like... It cuts down loading screens, sure. But why, like, is my computer that bad? It runs every other game fine. It's just this fucking game, and obviously streaming it with it. It's aggravating, honestly.
Any word on Jesse?
What's the story with you, huh? Okay, wait. But didn't she say that she owes Ellie a favor? And she said, I did her a favor. Now I've got a bloodhound for a friend. But then when you said when I said I talked to the board, she said I owe you bigger than I owe Ellie.
Now I owe her.
I mean, she said Ellie owes me, but.
So did you find her, or what? Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering.
Promenade.
Can't miss it.
Promenade. Where the fuck am I going? I don't think I'm able to get to the Scylla. Thank you very much. Cause isn't that like a specific planet? I don't have the landing key for that shit. Anyway, it's right before engineering, so it should be on the way. God, it really does kill every fucking mood, doesn't it?
I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good it is.
Like, the funny thing is, right, is I can load something, right, like, oh, you know, it's partially loaded in. Second I walk far enough away that I can't see it, it unloads. So it's just shitty. It never truly loads. Can you train my idiot, please? My personal monkey. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, ba-dum.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, this is the second time I've done
Parvati,
this
is
to you.
it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
Does it mean something? Does Parvati means... I don't fucking... What am I, like? Greek? Stop unloading. Like, companion should be loaded in. There should be no reason I should have to look at my untextured companion. She's fucking walking with me, for God's sakes. Why?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Come on, Freddy, it's your job. You gotta do the talking. It's like having your kid fucking order McDonald's for themselves.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Load it in, but where are those lines? Whose line is it anyways?
Wow, great.
So fun.
I'll do that then.
Never really circles.
Messages.
They're always like
Later.
triangles.
Oh,
squares, rather.
your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's
Thanks
nothing
for
else,
the
there
conversation
are other
being
parts of
loaded.
the ship begging for my attention.
Give it up. Oh, that's all my points. I don't actually have any flaws yet. I don't know how to get them. And he said they'll come across them on my journey. This one's useless. Don't need to look at that ever again. And possibly speed. Or this, no, 5 base armor, couldn't be bad. Always taking damage, never stop taking damage. When does one stop taking, what is stop taking damage? Exactly. So, don't even worry about it. Put us on a weird quest. Don't know why it immediately switches to... Oh, okay, that's the same quest. One of these is getting closer than the other. Oh, look, it's a wanted poster. Is there a planet called Byzantium or something? Because I can't imagine that people in the far-flung future in a different solar system would be calling, you know, oh, Byzantium of Earth. Well, I was so sad when the Library of Alexandria crumbled. Granted, this thing people say these days, but still. Fuck, that isn't these days.
Yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Look at Alex.
I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells. He tells me he will soon. I impound his ship. He explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around we go.
Thrilling. Anyway.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There. I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table. That's...
I've literally never talked to Alex in my life.
Just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases. That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Nope. Don't talk to you, weirdo. Your weird fucking homoerotic adventure.
So just, I ask him, I lock his bike up and then ask him where Phineas is, and he goes, who? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to tell you where Phineas is. And I go, oh, that's too bad. And give me the boy. And he's like, no, I won't give you the boy.
That guy was turning around. Where'd you go? Oh. Hello. Hey, two boys. Which is the same outfit. I thought it was like a doctor's outfit. Ragtime gal.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones.
One line. Pause. Next. Another line. Pause. Next. Another line. Pause. Next.
If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain. Traveling in style, are we? I'll be sure to nab a cabin with a view.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good to have a Sawbones on the crew.
I don't think it's a good idea when you call them sawbones, right? Like, all things considered. So I was looking for another lock. Maglev lock. Just imagine the black mark person's gonna have, if anybody.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
Nope. No time occupation for you, my friend. I have no clue what these sell. It's fucking ugly ass pink armor. It sings to you. weird that I don't see armor medium. I didn't see any heavy armor for anything other than the head. I guess that's maybe the point. Hello. Weird Ellen DeGeneres grandmother.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Is that good? I don't know what to say, man. I bought another fucking stick of RAM. I put it in the computer. It went in. I know it's working, right? Because the computer wouldn't have turned on if it wasn't working. At the same speed. I also checked.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board.
Do I just switch the
You
fucking
and I
other
could
one?
be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction.
Why is there like 3 different
Lucky
things
for us,
OBS,
Groundbreaker's
and one
a
of them
free
has 6
port.
options?
We're outside of the
it
board's
just
control.
doesn't make any sense to me.
For the time being, at least.
Just wish I
Now,
could fucking...
I only have the one nav key, and they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Oh boy.
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light on the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfends someone call me a liar.
I don't know, man. She seemed pretty neat to me.
Well, aren't you sweet? And just her type, too.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Forget I said anything. Yes, dearie?
Yes, Jerry.
Ain't that just a treat? So, you know Edna, over in engineering? On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Is this the real life? Is this
You've
just
got an ear
loading
for intrigue
screens?
and a nose for bits.
Is it
I
a
like that.
trade-off?
Here's a copy of the
You're
SOS
ready
recording,
to
complete
see.
with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? $62 fucking bucks, I'll take it. Some fucking candy. Just because you didn't like me enough. It's really actually selling amazing guns either way. I wonder if, oh, just the level ups. Okay, we can go take a quick look at the
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Sugar Gel Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuts.
what is the metal hoop? Sorry, detained a freelancer who was cagey about his business, confiscated personal belongings while he waited for questioning. Modified pistol, jolt, hatchet, metal hoop, prayer beads, locked container, owner refused inspection. Fled before we could get down into it, left these things behind, so they're stored in the back of the security station. They chose the face again, just like we never. Harlan shouldn't panic. You think staring at me, watching me change outfits would also cause a bit of an issue, but... What the fuck is this idiot? Do you want to go back to the ship and ponder over your pages? Poo it over your work. Don't know why I specifically had to do it like that. I don't have any fucking reasoning for my madness. It's just madness. Just fucking mad, Mike. Just fucking mad.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew.
How do you fucking know that?
Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
The Lawless Planet seems to be pretty close.
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it? I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
That's good. So that's just goes down Reginald Cheney, whenever he thinks, you know, Dick Cheney's gonna help him. Switch out Vicar for Sawbones. Also pick up the fucking other quest as well as no harm in picking up more money to flap around with. Probably need to spend it eventually.
Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by, just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers?
Gotta be strong.
Hey, that's good advice. I like the way you think, boss. Besides, not like there's a line of folks standing around hoping to get on your ship.
I already got
I'm
like
persistent,
2 people.
I'm eager, and I'm showing
At
initiative.
least.
What else do you want in your crew?
Could you shoot? Well, you know what?
Wow.
Talk here.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
Just get on the fucking ship, dude.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Just like
Really? We're picking up strays now?
we got Pavardi. You know.
Look at that. Real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
Is that even a fucking saying? What's that supposed to mean? There only like isn't like, you know, like a like fire and gasoline or something, like, you know, not just a church on fire. Yes,
Welcome
maybe.
back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere.
Viscera.
Sunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For Lord's sake,
The
if
unemployed.
anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we
No.
are not capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
I don't know who
See
any
you
of these people
soon,
are.
Captain.
I was in the room, I think he's. Same result. Don't forget. Do not forget. You found a discarded sanitation and maintenance automatic mechanical Emerald Vale scrap heap during your last job. It should not be too difficult to get it up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envision a combat-capable variant. Some might say a clean machine, killing machine. I call it a clean, mean killing machine. Should be fun. Well, factory standard part, suds, steeper. Successful delivery of combat modified replacement acid steeper has been delayed. Progress set it back. It's estimated now a solid 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to. But I do. Page. Alex Hawthorne. I'm giving up hope on the delivery. Boss prize in transit. It's not turning up anytime soon, but good news. I heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker, who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of acid steeper I can, filch. The good thing, the part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick up following this next pistol. Pick up following the next pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Oh, I'll chaperone some person of interest. Details come later. This doesn't look like much of a station to me, right? It's a fucking ship. I don't know why you guys are calling it a station. Like, I get it, stay stationary in orbit, maybe? But, I'm sorry, wait. Was that not... Oh, no, it is, okay.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
It's always fucking
This
something
Roseway
with my door.
business smells.
Everything smells.
Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the distress call. And whoever or whatever got him will be waiting for us. What's there to know, Captain? Shady corporate town caught up in shady corporate shit. Tough luck for them, but maybe an opportunity for us. I'm counting on it. Anyway, we might as well take a look out there, see if we can get the jump on whoever's waiting for us.
I gotta figure out the cube, to be honest. So, can't. Oh, I guess in case I somehow got here with someone else.
Hell of a welcome.
Wow. Elite troop armor. Just, heavy armor. With, +5. Block. Just, just give that to her. I mean, actually, let's give her the health. For now. Look at that fucking armor, though. Look at that fucking armor. That's some big-ass armor. Makes sense that heavy armor kind of affects stealth. I might be into taking some kind of heavy armor myself, just because stealth, I don't really care too much to do a stealth playthrough. I always do stealth playthroughs.
Please, clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable.
1,000 bits because you fucking obstructed. Walking in the road blocked the way a little bit.
I can take a hint.
Maybe we'll get a real brawler. Then switch them. That's that armor shit she's using. I wonder if fucking Cleo abandoned this place. Fucking cool. Giant radioactive lizards. People. They eat people! Though that scientist must have been here pretty recently, considering the fact that, you know, he was still being eaten. Ooh. +7 sneak. And that's a 14 armor. Roadway. Three available worker facilities. So, they're closing down the plant, right? You have to get a new job. Now, in real life, right, sometimes they'll offer you, like, a bonus to move and, you know, maybe, like, a bit of severance, whatever, how to pay. Nope. Relocation fees will be deducted from your pay. If your pay is insufficient to cover necessary relocation fees, you may apply for a relocation fee loan. Proof of loan requires an audit of your work history and permanent record. If you would like to apply for an audit, please submit a request from the place of our surprise audit waitlist. Okay, wait. You want to be placed on a surprise audit waitlist. These include an audit fee paid in full. Do not pay your audit fee, please apply for an audit fee loan. Approval audit fee loan requires audit on your work history and permanent. So, you have to pay for an audit, but in order to pay for an audit to... Okay, so why not, right? Because obviously they have to give you an audit to give you the audit loan. Why not do that? Decline the audit loan. And I think they'd still charge you for it anyway. Feels like there might be some way to gain that.
Delays in loading due to commerce obstruction will be deducted from all staff pay.
Oh my god, I'd fucking shoot the guy on the road. Somebody blocks the fucking road and then everybody gives a fucking paycheck.
Looks like we missed the fun.
What a fucking dick-ass move. Yeah, picking up shit and then like that wire hits me in the head and just kills me instantly. At least it wasn't paid for. Mirage on the frontier. Deserters forced to return by heroic stranger. Ah. Talk about me. That's me. Hi, guy.
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps. Distress call? From here? Shit. They told me that weren't allowed. Got me. I just do what I'm told, and I was told not to do such. Alarms went off, Raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them beasts. Forget I said anything about that. Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center. Oh, before I forget, Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
Before I forget. Good shit. Look at that fucking gun. Look at that gun.
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Dr. Vaughn Cortez. But just Vaughn's fine, really. Over in the main labs. I rabbited back here when I realized I was hearing gunshots, not blown fuses. We've been cooped up in here, I don't know, hours? Too long. I have to get back to work. Dr. Crane might say otherwise. Me? When those guys started shooting the place up, I was first out the door. I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while. Something that could really get me ahead. Know what I mean? No, not unless you break the... But why would you? Let me explain. I've been extracting organic compounds from raptidons. Compounds that have, benefits.
Extracting how? No, wait, maybe I don't want to know.
In certain social situations. Personal situations. Where you might want to, enhance your charisma.
Oh, he's making enraptured, Captain. An aphrodisiac. Wrapped musk is the main ingredient.
What? No? I mean, yes, I'm getting the musk. With Monarch embargo, the price is sky high, but I'm not making the drug. Sure. Of course. Our lab's south of here, down the road. Not the old public lab, the one past that, built into the mountainside. My equipment's in the lower levels, way in the back. I have a big room all to myself.
Like
dissection tables.
The squares they do on like the Vans backpacks.
They should have been running this whole time. Just grab the results and bring them here. If you have a buyer. I got a contact who wants to haul the entire batch to Byzantium. Help me out, I'll cut you in for a share. I'll even pay you before I am, when you deliver to me. Great! This is really gonna save
Is that
my
like his
ass.
eye? Is that like attached to you, or is that like a stealing company property?
Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook. Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it. Oh, come on. That stuff's
I thought
boring.
you were talking about the things she's before.
Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance. No complaints here.
Should be fun. So sorry, that was my I have fun going off something who used up too much internet essentially. We're almost need a cap of what I can allowed to use, but it should be fine when it's like 4 days left in the month, right?
I've stayed in worse.
Ah, outlaws, I assume. Do me a favor and let me finish this, will you? And then make it quick, please. Oh, you aren't with the outlaws? Who are you then? Oh, well, good luck. Now, if we got the cover, it's just a matter. Force it, you idiot. Just put it. Of course, because I didn't. We're gonna get this solved. I mean, it's really not. What does it look like? I'm preparing a personal defense device, or trying to, anyway.
No, if we pass there, you can bypass circuit amplifier.
Why, yes. I suppose I could. Thanks. No. Well, yes. Well, no. Perhaps. I left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. I admit I'd feel better were they returned to me. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a tube of thermal paste on you, would you? Blast. Well, good luck. I hope I see you back
Stuff
here in
finishing
one
up,
piece.
crafted by Gary, pretty sure by captain's quarters. Just head the ship up to there, tell Ada I sent you. Should be fine.
Okay.
Red City walking in, seeing two women crouched. One in the bathroom. One in the fucking... one in the bathroom, one in the hallway. Both facing walls. You know, what the fuck are you gonna say to these people?
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you?
Just fucking kill him.
I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. Everything's under control now, though, truth be told. I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of the work I'm doing here. Suffice it to say that its importance to me, to the colony, is immeasurable. My research may not quite fall within legal parameters, so I'm under orders to maintain wireless silence. However, having your head used as target practice can addle one's thinking. I cut the call immediately once I'd gathered my wits. The Home Office can't know what's happening here. No, please, hold a moment. Our security forces have proven themselves to be quite worthless. You seem someone not averse to risking your life if the pay were right. Might I interest you in an arrangement of sorts? Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us, shot up our labs and loosed our research subjects, the Raptidons. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well, they'll need not kill me. You have a point there. It most decidedly cannot make this situation any worse. All right. We were tasked with formulating a new and improved dental gel.
It's toothpaste!
One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue? While doing research on enzymes specific to the Raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressant ever.
Super meth.
Not just any diet toothpaste, the ultimate diet toothpaste.
When you like die?
Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original by the Grand Architect. Jameson. He's in the old lab. My protege. I sent him to retrieve some metabolic precursors, and I forgot him. That would surely lighten the weight on my conscience, as I am held to account for the well-being of every scientist here. Too many have been lost.
You don't
Too many
fucking care
black
about him. You
marks
care more
against my
about
name,
you.
as it were.
Exactly.
And far too much paperwork.
So, no, probably should talk to, I know. See if I need to talk to, really annoys me that that's still on the list.
It says this guy's already rat fodder.
No way in, Bavardi. You'd say that, that's mean! Oh, man, I just like... It's on the same planet, right? Because it's both on Terra, too.
That's a good week of work just to get the engine to turn over. You reckon that's how the bad guys got there?
I'm not going to be concerned too much with stealth stuff, but I think if you crouch, it gives you, like, sneak attack bonus. I think I have to have a certain level for that, maybe. Fuck. I don't know. Possible sneak attack bonus. 50 credits for a fucking hammer. I'll take a carry hammer. 50 credits. Could pull out the sniper rifle I have. Edging is pretty good though. I honestly can't tell if so do the Marauders have the ship, she said? I don't know, I didn't think the Marauders would use ships. Because they're like kind of savages.
That's gotta be where Mr. Jameson is. I hope he's okay.
A lot of bullets, but 1000 XP for that guy is pretty good. Loot, sadly enough.
That's the last of them.
His blue glowy robot dick.
No. Robocock.
Guess, that's where robots shoot him in the blue parts. Which, for some reason, they decided to put the blue part. I mean, I guess, variation, right? Objectives. That's the new safety treatment. Determine the maximum amount of Rapsin digestive acid that can be safely ingested by humans before adverse effects present themselves. So they introduce increasing amounts of Rapsin digestive acid to the evening meals of random sex workers and observe their overall health. Minor stomach pain, 1 milliliter. Minor stomach pain, nausea. Doesn't really sound safe to me. 2 milliliters, minor stomach pain, extreme nausea. Safe. 3 milliliters, major stomach pain. Debilitating nausea, some vomiting, potentially unsafe in the workplace. 4 milliliters, temporary blindness, frequent vomiting, patient unable to describe pain, unsafe. 5 milliliters, unable to record symptoms, patient died within the hour. Yes. I would have assumed that you would have stopped at the 4, considering the fact that the person literally went blind. It's like the fucking word shotgun I've ever owned in my life. I mean, maybe the enemy was tough? Ah! Complaining you shall receive. It uses... Heavy machine gun. Compared to my light machine gun. Not something I use too often, but could be a good shot. That's probably the outside. You know what? No, 'cause I would love to use this one, but it uses heavy ammo. We're not exactly Wow. Did I say 51 or 5? Like an exclamation point after it. What's the party with a fucking hammer? Man, actually, I really don't like the fucking machine gun. Can you fucking die in there? She's dead for good. Do I really have to reload a save? Already died.
The last of them.
No, she's getting... She looked pretty dead to me. Not exactly gonna complain about a free res from it. That's the thing.
You're fast.
Dude, is this like the kitchen? The thing is, right, I'm surprised they supply them with any form of meal. It's actually surprising to me that they would supply them with meals to kind of spike in order to test the effects of the medicine, right? Because they don't seem to be too keen on giving any other form of help, so why would they exactly give meals? I guess it'd probably take out of your fucking paycheck. Go to the storage. Month of your birthday. God, if I can work that out. I'm sorry, wait. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought that was maybe like the order they would be listed in, but no, he said the month of your birthday, which was January, so 1st. I'm guessing they still use the Gregorian calendar, because why wouldn't they? Before you say there's a million reasons why they wouldn't, Brandon, shut the fuck up. Yeah, it's a fucking video game. I don't think they would have made up their own fucking calendar. Though, then again, same kind of effort was put in this game. Maybe they did. Just put effort in the weird areas, not the necessary ones, huh? Fucking dialogue loading. I'm just salty over the dialogue loading. It's really what I'm salty over. Records. January 23rd, it's your birthday. It's protocol. Feel free to enjoy one 10-minute break between your normally scheduled 3 and 4 o'clock patrol shifts. It is your birthday today. Enjoy a 10-minute break between 3 and 4. Do not forget to thank Auntie Cleo for the air you breathe while you take your walk outside. Clicking through it to see if, in case anything important is in it that my character will pick up, because reading is for nerds. All semi-jokes aside,
easy.
I'm not exactly keen on reading every little bit of lore in this game, especially not in the stream.
Let's take bets on what shuts him up first. A hungry rat or my backhand?
Please don't slap the fucking rescue.
What? How the hell did you get in here?
First us out the Raptidons.
No, not... I don't care about the beasts. I care about the front door. This is an egregious breach of protocol. How'd you get in? Ugh. Can't use the centrifuge without supervision. Can't file reports without him double-checking their every word. Can't save myself from mortal peril. It's like he thinks I'm a child.
You were in here
His hands-on
shouting for
management
help.
style is coming to a point of contention, I tell you. Please. That man doesn't have an altruistic bone in his body. I just happen to have the metabolic precursors from our last test. I'd wager my last bit that if you brought back the precursors and left me for dead, Anton wouldn't bat an eye.
You want to take that up?
Wonderful. That's much better. I'm getting out of here so I can personally thank him for his compassion.
Right. Hey, what? You want to fucking make him feel good? I don't care. Fucking gushy ass bullshit. Watch out the fucking hold hand. Was that a delayed scream from me jumping over the fucking the railing? It's not the best choice. Spacer's Choice. Is that automatic pistol just a better pistol? It's probably also like. Oh, it's it's not the same one as the other one, but I'm not gonna fucking use the things of shit. Okay. Well, actually, wait. This one, my one uses lighting ammo. You know what? No, we're a long rifle family here. I've already got my points in fucking long guns. Well, I've got my points in all of them technically, but you know what I mean.
Heading back.
What is that thing? Button.
I got another fighting me.
Okay. Went just about as well as expected. This went a lot better than could be expected. Nobody died. Well, nobody on our side died. There he is. I'll take it. Leave it a Spacer's Choice to make a hammer and then remind people that it's good to hit things with it. By the way, this hammer hits things really good. Okay. Party likes two-handed, it seems. So we'll give her the, give her that one. Ellie already uses the Officer's Spine, which we have a secondary one of, but it's the exact same thing, so it's make it different. Gun is an automatic pistol. I doubt we're going to. I think it has a modification for the plasma. So it uses light weaponry. And uses generic pistol. Do you want a heavy machine gun? We're under encumbered. We're not under encumbered, but we're no longer over encumbered. So kind of the same thing. I wonder actually, does Ellie have, or do they have like stats? I mean, they kind of do, but they, for the most part. You can't hit that one fucking guy. It's fine. The less I hit, the more experience I get. Because, you know. Let's do that. Should I... It's fine. Can I not? I thought I could... Once I got 3 of them. 5. Okay. We will take the... that. There's the fat snake. I'm guessing that's the other place we want to go to. Man, never quite sure why you'd really want to use melee weapons in a. Oh jeez, I've already. Like, right, there was what fucking that one like 4chan post over. Try to make. Why would you ever use melee weapon? And they're like, it's cool. And yeah, I understand that, right? I think I think we'll do this one first.
We're just gonna walk in? I mean, it's a secret right on it.
The real covert labs don't gotta advertise it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. How shared with Mr. Clark? That's what I'm able to get. The only reason I'm even using sneak is because I want to be able to just look around before I. Hello.
Who the... You. Yeah, you. Get over here. You care to explain what you're doing here? Did you miss the big sign outside? That I am. Name's Porter. If Doc Crane did send you, I'd be glad for the help. Bad news is, we haven't been able to clean these outlaws out of the lab. Good news is, they haven't been able to escape, neither. For now. I reckon they got no backup.
If
on the other
there's
hand,
a knockout
we don't
gas.
neither. And our mechanicals all went haywire for some damn reason. Damn mechanicals have always been more trouble than they're worth.
Only good bots are dead bot.
The garage and the front door are it. These bastards got in through the vent system, but we locked that down. They're not getting back out that way without a security key card. They'd need to take mine. Or make a new one in my office, I guess. Why you want to know that?
To prevent them.
One level down across from the cafeteria, but I locked it up, and I got the only key card. To get in, they'd have to blow it. We'd hear.
Just waiting for the.
If they reach my office, we're screwed anyway. Who, me? Or you mean the lab in general? Soap or something? I don't know. Years back, they made antibiotics. You could maybe ask Doc Crane what he does all day. If it was illegal, the company wouldn't ask us to do it.
Okay, you losers. My MagPet, my fucking weird purple Ramune, my 4 ammo, okay? My fucking $13 on that guy's corpse. It's all mine. It's not the best choice. I'm gonna be able to get my hands on a different category of weapon. It's different, like, producer category.
That does it. Time for a drink?
Ammo. What right in front of me? I swear to God, it's like, you know, they're just firing a fucking gun. Just, you know, just actually shooting someone, and you walk right in front of me. That's how you lose your legs, woman. You ever been to a shooting range? Oh,
System alert.
Can I give him a monkey mask on? Well, not I can't tell anymore. His fucking head's gone. Like Bavari's beating the shit out of somebody in the background. Fine. Gonna sell some shit to the machine over here. I think I was wearing a monkey's mask. Look at monkey mask. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. So then I have. Sell it. Sell it. Sell it. Sell it. Like pistol. Axe hammer. You know, they're using hers, but I don't particularly care. Big whoop, you know. Does the machine run out of monies? Isn't this did I? No, I didn't saw it pose. Oh, it's Ellie's. Okay, this is... I'm gonna try to avoid selling her clothing. Because I feel like it's, you know, human decency and all that. Should have stored it when I had the chance. I didn't really think about it. Got that part of this way. I also wonder if Rizzo's is owned by the other one, or... Label containing states Auntie Cleo's Raptigon, guaranteed to render even a large Raptidon unconscious for no less than 6 hours, and it has a refreshing antiseptic scent. Should a method for gas dispersal be found, a container can provide very useful. Well, good thing I came here then, huh? Good thing I can just go wherever the fuck I please. Just pick up an axe. I don't know if the helmets actually even do anything for them. But, you know. Like, in terms of the armor perks, I don't know if the perks even matter for them. It seems like the ammo consumption doesn't, thankfully. God, imagine if they fucking consumed your ammo. I think I'd actually have like a fucking aneurysm. Heavy ammo isn't exactly common in this game. Are you considering?
Normal in a lab like this, just leave it.
Yeah, Byzantium must be a place. And obviously, I mean like a place in the world here. I mean, I guess, you know, you're gonna fucking call your Neo better than you society anything. It has been forced to open, but it contains with its contents tossed about haphazardly. The remains found notes refer to various aborted projects. Anton's prize research is nowhere to be found. Scorch marks along the rim suggest the work of subtle thieves, outlaws, most likely made off with Anton's work.
Maybe they have left something for us?
Shovel. Ooh. Faster processing, toothpaste, minor side effects, nothing serious. Keep in mind, touch of blindness. God. Would you use the toothpaste if it made you blind for a little bit? One of the results covered quite fascinating. While the toothpaste does reduce cavities, does so nominally more than its current version. Our research skewed the fact that test subjects had a marked decrease in appetite, and hence were eating much less. Teach us to monitor a subject more closely, eh? Seriously though, appetite suppressant qualifies formations comparatively low taste and texture leave something to be desired. So we'd like focus moving forward. Now we need to waste more time on the blinding thing. We've got boys in marketing working solutions to it on our end. Your dedication to solving is admirable. Guarantee a bit misguided, I dare say. Not that big of an issue in the grand scope of things. Pales comparison to textures and flavor issues. So, texture and flavor is more important than the fact that it makes you temporarily blind. Okay? Ultimate goal of the project is to have express. Need for less food to satisfy our workers can add greatly to our bottom line. Directing this focused efforts in that direction. I'm not certain, but that may lead to have something to do with them rejecting your Apizap suggestion for the name. Now leave marketing the marketing department, shall we? I mean, I guess when you're a fucking evil company, yeah, makes sense. I don't know. I still kind of feel like they're not quite at the Borderlands level yet, right? Because what, Marcus sells guns to people who kill each other, picks up their guns and resells them. Right? Well, granted, this is a fucking corporate hellscape. And I think it's the game, you know?
Hey! You! Over here!
Oh. Hi.
Oh, good. You're not shooting at me. That's a start. It's been a bit of a day, so I'll get to the point. Yes, I have Crane's research. No, I'm not giving it back. Sorry to disappoint you. I suppose it does not matter. Either Crane sent you, or you are some scavenger come to rob me in my moment of weakness. Let's make a deal. I'd like to go on living. You'd probably like to make some money. Help me get out of here, and I will pay you for your trouble. Same reason you are, more than likely. I imagine we picked up the same tip. Secret research facility, abandoned town, minimal security. Crane actually sent out a cry for help? Oh, the poor bastard. Seeing his life's work snatched from him? Must be like losing a child. Crane is the man who runs this lab. Probably gone around the bend fretting over his beloved research. Not that there's anything lovable about diet toothpaste. Diet toothpaste. Can you imagine a more pernicious example of corporate materialism? I do not know what is worse. Working here, or dying here. What matters is that I have been lied to. I was led to believe this was a high-priority corporate facility hiding valuable research. This job was not supposed to end with me stuck in some wretched lab smelling like rats. So I would be very much obliged if you gave me a break.
What's in it for me?
You mean other than the satisfaction of doing me a good turn? Trust me, I'll make it worth your while.
I don't know.
I am good for my word. You will be equitably rewarded, on my honor. But I will not haggle or bargain with you until you help me.
I'm not planning on helping the companies too much, so fuck it. Whatever.
The first thing I need is a key card to unlock my door. Then I'd need you to clear me a path out of here. There are 2 ways out. The quickest is through the front door, but Cleo Security's bottled up in there. If you don't want to shoot them, I suppose you could talk to them. The other way out is through the loading bay, but you'd have to clear out the wraps for me. Then I could just slip out the back, sight unseen. So you lied about not knowing Crane. I suppose I do not blame you. We liberated that research. We did not steal it. And yes, a few scientists were caught in the crossfire. This lab is a prison, not a place of work.
I mean, so is every
Those
fucking
men
place.
were not scientists. They were indentured laborers. We liberated them. They should be thanking us. You think they had a choice? That any of us have a choice? The greatest sin in this colony is to be unemployed. To be without work is to be without rights. You might be the first stroke of luck I've had all day. Thank you. I'm in your debt. Take your time. I am, to my chagrin, not going anywhere.
What's that fucking little hand thing? Okay, we're gonna call here because I have not eaten anything all night, and I would hopefully like to eat something tonight. So, thank you all for watching. Do like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitch, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.